Peace.
Oh, what's up, God?
Peace, God. How you doing, man?
Man, I just had to come on this live. Hold on a minute. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. I just had to come on this live. Yo, I just got off the phone with this single mom.
Hold on,
She
bro.
got
Hold
four.
on, bro. Say peace, man.
All right. Oh, what's up,
That's,
little man?
that's the youngest one,
That's the youngest one. How you like the camper?
the Blue Phoenix. How you like our new home?
Fun? You having fun with your dad? A lot of fun, huh? You like camping? Man, that's what's up. I know y'all having fun up in there.
Yeah.
It don't seem it seems more like more intimate, like more like family, right? Like instead of
Yeah,
this
it
big
does.
open space that you over here, your baby or your woman all the way over there, it's like y'all right there, so it's like
Yeah.
y'all have no choice but to like interact.
Interact. Yeah. It does. The only
That's
thing
what's
we
up.
missing, bro, is the land, like going to the land, because we parked at a Walmart yesterday, and the Walmart we parked on it had a lawn, so we backed up to the lawn, so we had the door open. We could just go out into the lawn, bro. It was just. Right now we parked
It,
in the city, but I can't wait to get to the land. But yeah, I just wanted to say what's
you in the
up
city?
to Young Prince. Yeah, we in the city right now. We in Bridgeport. We parked on the street. We slept on the street.
Okay. You had went and picked them up when Friday?
Friday.
Okay, okay. Man, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I
Thank
had
you.
just got off the phone with this girl. She got four babies, homeless, right? She was sleeping in her truck, and now they sleeping in a shelter. But I've been telling people, as you know, for years,
By land.
buy land because guess what happened to her? Take a wild guess,
They kicked out of
and
the
this is
shelter.
what they. Nope, nope. I'm talking about in her apartment, where she was living at.
Oh, they
This
raised the
is
rent.
what they doing. No, not only that, not only that, because a lot of them they realizing, damn, we raising the rent, we raising everything on these motherfuckers. They still don't want to move. Especially, she was living in Section 8, right?
Hmm.
So here's what they doing with a lot of housing apartments that old people live in and Section 8 people live in. Because they did this in Miami with this apartment building that a lot of old people live there. They will start a fire. They started a fire and they did a 9/11 on her basically. That's what these motherfuckers been doing for years. The mafia, Italian mafia, they want a building, they want that property, they're gonna burn that motherfucker down.
Damn, bro.
They're gonna burn it down. Now y'all got to move. Now y'all got to move.
And she was probably living month to month, right? Lease to lease.
Yup. So somebody caught her building on fire. It burnt down. It just happened to another building in um Charleston, South Carolina. I think the Chinese did that because the Chinese buying up South Carolina. They buying up everything near the beach in South Carolina, and you know Charleston is like a black area.
Yeah.
So our real urban area, I should say. So what happened is see, people don't. I keep telling people, especially when you live in a city, it's bad enough you never really own anything because you got to pay property taxes. That's bad enough. But when you live in a city, you have no control. Okay, at least there's two things. There's ownership and control. Ownership and control. You want ownership and control. Now, like I said, when you have property, you own it, but it's like you never really own it because you got to pay
Got pay
taxes.
taxes.
And if you stop paying taxes, they're gonna take your property. Okay.
Yep.
With that being said, control. All you have is control. All you have is control, and you want the more control, the better. The more you live in a city, the less control you have.
Facts.
The more you live in the urban areas and the cities, it's less control you have. Okay, especially when you live in places like
Bigger cities.
highly, highly um what you call it, highly concentrated areas like New York,
York,
Miami,
Atlanta.
California,
Yeah.
Atlanta. You can't even walk out you can't even walk out your house without somebody telling you, "Oh, you can't put that plant there." I mean, you can't do nothing. When I
Nah, this
lived
is
in a
why I
city,
always want to rural land.
yeah, I'm talking about I'm living in my own house on my own property, and my neighbors calling the dang people on me. Oh, their tree is too high. The tree making a shadow over my plants, and I don't like the shadow over my plants because my plants not getting any sun, which is actually understandable. But when you live that close to people and you concentrated areas, you have to go by the
Those
rules
rules.
of, of everybody, so everybody can try to live harmoniously together, which I think it's inhumane. I actually think it's inhumane that people have to live so close to each other. I could walk out the house right now, run around butt naked, so nobody know what the fuck
Nobody
I'm
gonna
doing
know.
over here.
Nah, facts.
Like literally, I could do that. My neighbors don't know what the fuck. The street out there don't know what the fuck. Nobody don't know what the fuck is going on back here.
Facts. My
Why the
last
hell would I
apartment,
want to?
I never even wanted to come outside, bro. And it wasn't because I was scared of nothing. It is actually my last apartment is in a nice neighborhood. It's just that I didn't want to really wear no clothes. I didn't want to come outside and like talk to people. I wanted to come outside in my boxes and my robe, and just chill and lounge and whatnot. So for all that, I'd rather just stay in my apartment. I understand, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. That's a great point. When you live in a city, you don't even want to come out your house. Number one, either you don't want to come out your house because you don't want to run into your neighbors, or you don't want to see your neighbors on a porch smoking weed, hanging out, looking like Pookie and Ray Ray and Keisha and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or your nosy neighbors. You just it's just so many reasons why you don't even want to go outside when you live in a city. You don't even want to freaking go outside. I know people once they come home in the
They
city, once
home.
they go in their house, you don't see them again till they leaving for work or something, or to go somewhere. People don't even come outside like that. Man, it's crazy. Anyhow, like I always ask you to do, man, tell a little bit of your story. Right now we live on Facebook, man. You and your
Yeah.
camper,
Yeah, I'm in my
you with
camper.
your
I'm with my
son,
youngest right now.
the
The Blue
youngest, he
Phoenix.
loving it. A
He
lot of
loving it.
people think that, oh, I can't live like that with my babies. They not gonna like it. Oh, it's cramped up. I
Oh,
mean, is it cramped up? Is it
it's
uncomfortable?
it's actually not cramped up. It takes a lot. It takes getting used to, but it's not cramped up. But this is actually just my travel camper though. Like when I have land. I'm about to tell that story, but I have land, so I'm not gonna have this small camper on the land. This is basically my camper, so I could move from city to city and state to state and do what I need to do. And it's big enough that I could bring my boys if I need to do that. But when I on the
Why?
land,
Because you have property in two states, right?
yeah, in Florida and in New York, and on the land, I'm not gonna have a small like it don't make no. I'm gonna have a camper at first before I get my house, but it's not gonna be like it's gonna be bigger than this basically. I want my sons to have their own room, so I'm looking to get a camper where they can actually have if it's just one room for the both of them or it's two rooms for the both of them. But yeah, living room, all that. But so this coming up, just studying our people, I realized some of the things that we were lacking was on politics and economics, political strength and economic strength, and then talking about economics that comes with real estate, territory, and land. Land is pretty much the key to everything because everything revolves around land. Like these people, think about the United States American government. They really came over here and took over the land, and like that's where they get all the wealth from. All the wealth from the United States government comes from the land. The military
Thank
only exists because they can have a home base on this land. They have to defend
thank you.
this land. There's no USA without this land. So land is very, 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 very is honestly one of the most
No, no, no.
important
You're
things.
wrong. You're wrong. Without the houses. Without the houses.
You said without the houses,
Yeah, that's what people be like. It's the house. The house. It's the house that has value.
bro. Bro, you have land, bro. You can make your house out of those trees, or you can make your house out of that dirt.
Thank you.
And most places, if the place don't have water, there's most likely water under the land. Most likely.
Exactly. And you
So
have electricity in the sun. Your electricity come from the sun. Your water come from under your land, and you living on your land. You build your house out your trees. I mean, everything is in the land. It's not in the house. The house comes from the land.
house come from the land. The
The
lumber come from the
electricity,
trees on the land.
the water, everything come out the land.
And so, just coming up, I realized that and land was the most important thing. So, I was looking to try to find
Say
land
that again. Say that again. Say that again. Coming up, you realize what?
that yeah, that I needed land. I needed land to build myself up. I needed land to have a family and to be able to take care of that family. Because like you were saying a minute ago about the cities, I realized that too. Like I can never really protect my family in the city, no matter how much I care about them, no matter how much I want to. I can't protect them. There's too much going on. Like it's just me, one person. How am I gonna stop a gang? Right? How am I gonna stop a precinct? Right? Like I can't do that. It's impossible. But now if you have adequate land, we could build defenses, right? Nobody could come in to attack my family without me knowing that they come in here. You understand? I could
Right.
train my sons up, right? I could unite with like-minded men and like-minded families that think similarly, so we can band together as a tribe, right? And then those tribes band together as a nation. We protect each other, we defend each other, we trade resources and whatnot, right? You can't really do that in the city. You at you at the limb of somebody else who really don't even care about you, bro. Like that's beside the
Right.
point. I realized that land was the most important thing, and I looked the search to try to find land. Um, I found some stuff, but it wasn't really what I needed. I need rural land basically. I need land that's not too far from the city, but that's not too close to the city. Um, I couldn't really find what I needed, you know, but I kept doing the rest of my plans, like building my businesses and whatnot. You know, educating myself. And educating myself, I came upon your videos. I came upon Dragon videos, and he was just saying, how he got this land and how he got the land or whatever. So I watched a couple videos, and I spoke to Dragon, and I went to the website that he gave, and it was real. And I was like, oh snap, like, because I had looked up, I had searched that, I had searched this stuff, but I couldn't find the land that Dragon was talking about on my own. And then I found his videos. I looked up some of the websites. It was real. I spoke to Dragon. Um, you had like a $250 fee to basically help you with the whole process and give you the trust documents. I didn't have no money at the time because I had just like lost my business. But I told you as soon as I get money, I'm down. So I got money a couple months later, and I hit you up. I paid you. We searched for some land, and it's funny because the land that I got at first, I didn't get it from the websites that you had gave me, but you had showed me exactly how to search for them. So when you had showed me how to search for them, I found other websites. The land that I wanted, it had got sold like a week before I got to it, so I couldn't get that. I ended up getting something I didn't want at first. It was residential property, but then a couple weeks after that, after I got the residential property, somebody, yeah, one of the companies posted an acre, an acre and a quarter. and the land that they posted, it was in the same area of the land that I wanted, the one that had got sold the week prior to me getting my money. So I went to the company where I bought the land, which was residential property. I asked him for a refund. He gave me a full refund. I got that refund. I went to buy the land that I wanted, which was rural land, and it's in a beautiful area. Yeah, the first land I can't wait to go, man. I can't. It's in Florida, so I'm not as close to it. I can't wait to go. It's a plot of land. It's over like 150 acres around it of just different people plots and whatnot. And there's not even a lot of people over there right now. But the closest town is like 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away, closest town. Driving 10 minutes away, right? But the
and
whole
and
area
it's
where the
Florida
land is
too.
at,
So yeah,
huh?
it's Florida too. So you got Disney World, which I'm not really a big fan of Disney World, but you got like a lot of different things going on in Florida. You know what I'm saying? You got
That land
Kennedy
is
Space
smack dab in
Center,
the middle of them.
right?
So it's an hour away from Jacksonville, an hour and a half away from Tallahassee, 2 hours away from Tampa, and it's 2.5 hours away from Orlando. It's snap dab in the middle of all of those four cities. So
Of
it was
everything.
like God was calling me.
The beach not too far, all that.
Yep. So got that land, you know, kept
And then you
saving my
bought it at
money.
the right time because your property value done went up
It went
probably
up.
another 5-10 grand in a year.
It went up. And that
Because
company,
half of what you got is selling for the same price you had got it for. So basically, now a half an acre is 30 grand.
I think
You
that
got
one
an
was like
acre and
25.
yeah, like 25 grand. So you brought it at the right time.
I got it.
You could definitely you could even chop your land up right now into 5 sections. You could chop your land up into right now because I already checked it out into 5 sections, and so that's so that everybody would get a quarter acre, and you could sell each of those for like 20 grand, 25 grand, and make you 100 grand like 2 days. You could do that. You could call a surveyor. I'll pay him $1,000, survey it out, and chop it up, and then you only paying like what 300 a month,
Yeah.
and you could chop it up into 5 sections now, and do a sub sell and sell out each of those sections for about 25 grand, and now you collect 300 from each of those people.
I'll do
It's
on the phone.
crazy, man. It's crazy the amount of money, the things people been doing with real estate that we have not been doing or even thinking about doing.
It's crazy. I was thinking about doing that with the second property too.
Right.
The second property, a couple months after, me and you, we talk all the time. So a couple months after I got the first property, I was just stacking up, saving, trying to get out this apartment, planning my escape. Um, then you hit me up with the link like, yo, they got property up north, and you send it to me like, no zoning. That's the type of land that we both like. The type of land. Everybody like different land. But some people like swamp areas. Some people like land that's in a city. But I like, yeah. Some people you could do stuff with swamp area, baby. We'll talk about it later, okay? But me and you, we kind of like the same land. We like no zoning, rural, off grid and land. We like that kind of land. So you hit me up with the link to some land that's upstate New York. You was like, yo, no zoning. So I looked at it. It was in a small town. Like, yo, I could do this, yo. And I was thinking about it for a couple days. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Forget it. Like, I just gotta go for it. So I got that land. I had that land for a couple months now, and I've been thinking about it. Like, yo, because it's like an acre. It's like 1.35, right? And there's a family to the right of me, and there's a family to the left of me. So I've been thinking, like, yo, I might could split this land down the middle and then offer it to those families and then to get another property in New York. So I've been thinking about that in the back of my head too. And we'll see.
Right. Because you could put you could chop your land up. You could chop your land up, and now actually you don't even have to sell your land. To be honest with you, you could just chop it up and rent out parts of your land. Like rent this part, okay, bring your travel trailer, your RV, whatever, I'm gonna charge you $100, $200 a month rent. So now you the landlord. I like what you said, you plotted your escape. Like you literally escaped. It was an escape.
It was,
People
man.
don't even they trapped in a prison. People don't even realize you trapped in a debtor's
Bro,
prison.
I'm mad happy, bro. Like, I'm mad happy. Like, I wasn't happy in my apartment. I was really depressed, bro. It's like when I could come home, all I could do is just throw my work clothes on the floor, lay down, and just watch TV. That's all I could do, bro. Now,
You was paying for a place to enjoy,
yeah,
right?
because I know I gotta pay these big bills at the end of the month that I shouldn't even be paying anyway. Like nah, I gotta do this. But now, bro, I just get up for work. I go to the gym. You know, I
And now
read.
you can go to the gym, work
I take
out,
a kickboxing lesson. Yeah, like I feel like myself again. I feel like myself
seeing
again.
honey. You got money to buy all kind of different foods and whatever you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't stressing. Oh dang, the first coming up. You ain't even think like you. Look at your face. You ain't even thinking about nothing.
Wow.
You ain't even thinking about like no stress. Like yo, you look stress free, yo.
Now,
You
man,
just
all I
chilling
gotta
with
do
your
is think about my next escape.
right.
That's an escape from the job.
Cause you got the land. You got two lands. You got one up north, one up south, one in New York, one in Florida. You got your camper. You got your truck. You doing it, God. You got your solar system on your truck.
Yeah,
The last thing is to quit your job.
is to quit the job,
And yo, since you met me, how long has this whole process
bro. This
taken
is
you?
actually the year mark, bro. May is the year mark. So
1 year, right?
yeah, May is the year
And you
mark.
did all of
No,
this,
no, no, no. May is the year mark I bought my first property. I met you in February. So
right?
February was the year mark that we started talking. May is the year mark that I actually bought my
Right,
first property in
right.
March.
And how long is your loan for? Like 5 or 6 years,
Yeah,
something like that. So you already paid a year on your property. You only got about 4 or 5 years, and your property will be paid off. Not no 30 years, not
oh,
no 15 years. Another 4 or 5 years, your property totally paid off. You can live forever for free. Just
and
pay your
even before
taxes
that
every,
too.
huh?
Even before, I'm gonna pay it off before that because I have two properties, and paying off those properties is cheaper than paying my rent. So now I have time to do other things that's gonna bring me in more money than a job will. So I'm gonna end up paying off those properties faster. You feel me? With a job, I can only make a certain amount of money. But now that I have
Yo,
more
imagine if
time,
you did this,
huh?
right? Imagine if you did this at 21.
Well, I was trying, bro, but I wasn't ready to do it by myself. So I'm
Even
ready
if
to
you
do it by
had
myself, bro.
one, even if you had one property paid off by yourself, you never ever had been paying no rent. You'd never ever be thinking about if you're gonna be homeless. Matter of fact,
Facts.
after like by the time you're 25, your property paid off. You don't have no bills except for like a cell phone bill and like you don't have no major bill of rent. So basically, like all the rent money
Basura.
is like you could do whatever with it.
You can play with your toys. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yes, son. Yo, it's amazing, man. I be trying to tell people. I be trying to tell people, what's up, Shaka Zulu? You watching? You want to come on camera? You got any questions? On Facebook, Shaka Zulu. You got any questions, brother? I could bring you on camera if you got any questions. Can you hear me on Facebook, Shaka Zulu? So we are talking to one of my students and my business partner, QP. We've been grinding out here. You know what I mean? We've been getting land, getting properties. We getting our travel trailers. Okay, I'm bringing you on camera. Let me see if they press this on camera. Okay, I'm gonna add you on camera. Oh, you were saying yes to come on camera, or yes that you could hear me. But yeah, so basically, what I do is I help people to fast track the process. I help people to fast track the process because I wish somebody was there for me. When I was first trying to buy land, I had to do it all by myself. Okay, perfect. I had to do it all by myself. Okay, I ran through so many scam ass websites, so many scammer people. I ran through so many properties. I mean, I got videos between my YouTube and my Facebook that I was out here in these streets, like literally looking for land. I was out here literally looking for land, and it's like nobody to help me. Nobody. I'm just out here by myself. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just out here all by myself. Anyhow, what I'm doing is what I wish I had. I wish I had somebody that had all the resources, had all the connects, had all the links already. And all I had to do was call them up, give them a little fee, which my fee ain't nothing but $250. I've done chopped it up to $50 a week for 5 weeks, or $25 a week for 10 weeks. So it's very affordable. And all I'm doing is turning years of you researching, going through the process, trying to ask the questions you need to ask, trying to figure out what you need to do. I'm 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 literally shortening that learning curve for you down to a week or a month. Literally. And I'm very accessible. I answer my phone. Um I'm constantly working with you. So once you in my network, you in my network. Okay, it's not like oh I take your money and that's it. No, once you in my network, we vibing, we cool, you in my network. Like whenever properties come up, I'ma shoot them to you because I want you to build net worth. I want you to build your real estate portfolio. I want you to be in a position that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put people in a position that I'm in as soon as possible because literally in another year or two, these opportunities not gonna be here anymore. Right now, we in a great wealth transfer where they literally giving you properties, giving you money, giving you whatever you need to get. So when the shit hit the fan, you don't have no excuse. You don't have no excuse. They giving us all the opportunities and tools that we need right now. You could even come on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere and make money from your house. You yourself can do consultations based on whatever skill you have. Right now, nobody should have any excuse. There's no excuses anymore. You could go take a shed, buy a shed, $200-300 a month, and convert it into a whole house. A whole house. Pay it off in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So you have ways to make money from home, ways to buy a home with no credit, no nothing, $200, ways to buy land, few $100 down. You could even buy a regular house right now because it's called this thing called a NACA program. You heard about the NACA program, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yep, where you don't need no money. No, my bad. Yeah, you don't need no money. You don't need no credit. All you need is 2 years of income tax um, statements that you did your income tax, and basically 2 years of what? Something else. 2 years of like consistent income, like having a job, which that your income tax is gonna prove that. But you don't need no money, no credit. They're gonna give you the money to put down. They're gonna 100% finance the whole house. Then you could turn around and Airbnb the house or put the house on Pure Space. There's so many opportunities right now. Right now, you could go to the car dealership, bad credit, no credit, get a brand new car, pay $200-$300 down, Uber the car, Uber in the car and make money, DoorDash in the car and make money. Nobody don't have no excuses right now. You don't have no excuses. None. Zero. Zero. Nobody's a victim right now. If you out here talking about you a victim, the white man holding me down, use a damn lie. Use a lie. I'm not saying the white man or white supremacy not holding
Okay.
other people down, but I'm just saying the opportunities are out here right now for anybody to get the bag. Anybody, and I'm not even on the level that I should be on. Be honest with you, I should be on like a way higher level with my Rolls Royce parked out front and my yacht in the backyard on the bay, all of that. That's how much opportunity is out here right now. Y'all see my videos. I was living in my truck on and off for like 4 years just to avoid paying any bills other than my land, other than my property. I would travel to my properties, sleep in my truck on my properties, my regular houses I'm renting out so I don't have to pay the mortgage, let my tenants pay the mortgage. That's what I was doing for 4 years on and off to get in the position that I'm in now. And now I'm in the position, just came back from Florida. I could travel where I want to travel to, go where I want to go, do what I want to do,
The life.
living the life, collect my money from my tenants, you know, um, do my construction business, do my consulting business, do my cryptocurrency business, my Airbnb business, all of that. Just, living my life. It's not hard, people. It's not hard. QP, this one of my students and my business partners. We've been working together for a year. He just told you. He just told you what he did. I helped him get his first property. I helped him get his second property. I showed him just get a truck and a camper. He got his truck and his camper right now. His last step he's about to do is quit his job.
Quit my job.
He's about to quit that job and just travel from his property in New York to his property to Florida,
And Bill.
living his best life, living free, living free. It's it's no reason for anybody to be stuck in no apartment, no house right now, working stuck on no job right now. All you doing is going to work, spending 8, 9, 12 hours at work, coming home to a place that's really not your home. Your job is your home. 'Cause people just paying rent and high ass mortgages on stuff that they never even home. And when they do come home, go straight to the bedroom, go to sleep. That's it. You don't even enjoy your home.
I did it. I did it.
It's crazy. You in this apartment, you don't even enjoy it. You don't even enjoy it. I don't care if you paying low rent. I don't care if you on Section 8 paying $100 a month rent. That $100 could be going towards your land. That could be going towards purchasing your land. I got a list of properties right now, $100 down, $100 a month. $100 down, $100 a month. A list of properties right now. It don't make no sense. Matter of fact, I need to pull out my other phone or laptop. It don't make no sense that y'all out here paying rent. It don't make no sense unless you paying rent on a little storage or something like that you got to keep your personal belongings. It don't make no sense. Even if you are paying rent, you do have a mortgage, you should still have some land, just some raw land. for a list of reasons that's common sense to pass down to your offspring, to have somewhere to go if the shit hit the fan, to have somewhere to go, period, just to go relax in nature, for your retirement. There's just a million reasons to have land. I'm not even gonna go over that. I'm not even gonna go over that. But the whole idea is, and anybody want to come on and live on Facebook or YouTube, let me know, and I'll add you in. If you want to ask questions or make a statement, whatever. But I was on the phone earlier. I was saying I was on the phone with this young lady that she's homeless, living in her car, and now in a shelter with four babies. Okay, they burnt down her apartment building, and I'm telling y'all, you're gonna see a lot of stuff like this happening. You're gonna see a lot of buildings being burnt down. Why? Because they want the building, they want the property. Oh, y'all don't want to move out?
They're gonna
Okay,
burn it down.
they're gonna set one of them apartments on fire. I'm telling you, they're gonna pay one of the tenants or get one of the apartments and just set it on fire themselves. And a lot of times they could do that shit remotely right now. If you got some type of smart TV or smart device, man, they'll press one button and set your TV on fire. You come home, you like, God damn, how my house caught on fire? I need nothing on. Y'all got them smartphones, smart TVs, all that shit in your house. All they gotta do is press a button and make make that shit catch on fire by itself. Somebody said, what if shit hit the fan and they do like they did Black Wall Street by any means? Yeah, by any means
Breaking
necessary.
up.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not really thinking that they're gonna do anything like that, necessarily like Black Wall Street, although it can happen. It most definitely can happen. A race war, because you know that's what they've been trying to do, start a race war. They've been trying to start a race war. Okay? So I'm not saying it can happen or won't happen, but what I think what it is right now, it's gonna be a class war, a classism war, meaning it's gonna be the poor people fighting the rich people. That's what it's gonna mostly be about. Okay? When they start this thing called Fed Now, when they start this thing called Fed Now, okay, where basically all banks are participating. And y'all see how the big banks are buying out the smaller banks, because the smaller banks, they file in bankruptcy. They can't handle um people not paying back their debt. So the big banks like Chase, they buying out all the smaller banks. Okay? So basically it's only gonna be like one or two or three banks in the whole country, maybe even the whole world. Okay? And now with these banks, and you know these banks are owned by Italians and Jews. Okay? They're the ones that run shit, Italians and Jews. So basically what's gonna happen is, and you know the Italians and Jews is who run the country, who run the government. And you number the Jews in government. All right? The Queen of England, she was a Jew. Her family, the royal family, they're all Jews. All right? So basically what's gonna happen is um once they get all this stuff in place with only two, three banks in the whole country, then they are going to basically get everybody on this Fed Now system. The Fed Now system is when you buy stuff from Walmart, Amazon, you buying it directly from Walmart, Amazon. Okay, what's going to happen now is when you use your card to buy something from Amazon, Walmart, Publix, CVS, whatever, your bank is gonna go through a Fed Now system, pay the Fed Now system, then the Fed Now system is gonna pay whoever you're purchasing from. So literally the government knows everything you're purchasing. The government is all up in your business. They know everything you're purchasing. Okay? So poor people, of course, not gonna like this. Really, nobody's gonna like this. So it's gonna be the people against the government. All right. mainly poor people against rich people. All right. So you have to use banks and accounts and debits and pay your bills. This is how people just sit on the phone now and just
Uh,
pay their bills with debit and credit cards. Nobody got to ride down to the whatever place and pay your phone and light bill anymore. Really, okay. Even when you get paid direct deposit. Okay. So now when you get your direct deposit, it's not going to go directly to your bank. It's going to go through the FedNow system. Your employer is going to send it through the FedNow system, and then the FedNow system is going to send the money to your bank. So the FedNow knows what you're bringing in and what you're sending out. All right. So that's going to cause a war. But I think the way they're going to make it so people accept it is they're going to say, hey, we're giving out stimulus checks. We're giving out stimulus checks. But to get your stimulus checks, you got to download the FedNow app. Everybody's going to do it. Everybody's going to take that stimulus money because all they're going to do is raise gas prices and food prices and make your ass broke. And then you ain't going to have no choice but to get that government stimulus money. Somebody say the same crook that have their hands in everything else runs the U.S. military. Yeah, we know who it is. They will do anything whether they own land or not. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I said in the beginning of the video, it's two things, ownership and control. Ownership and control. We already know that we don't have absolute ownership because we got to pay taxes, okay? And we got to do what the county and the city say, right? But at least we want to have as much control as possible, okay? Owning land, especially out in the country, you have more control than just renting, than just paying a mortgage on some property in the city. Why? You spending the same money. You spending the same 100, 200, thousand, $2,000 a month when you paying rent. You spending the same money you spend in paying rent is the same money you could be spending owning some land in the country or controlling some land in the country. So it makes no sense to be giving away money on something you can't even paint your walls or do anything without asking the landlord. All right? This is why black billionaires are being monitored. Yeah. Exactly why the Boule billionaires can't truly empower their own kind as far as military. Yeah. I mean, we already know. We cannot depend on the super rich black folks. Regular black folks cannot depend on rich black folks at all. We cannot depend on them to, hey, open us a grocery store, hospital, nothing like that. We literally have to do it ourselves, independently, in little groups. So if we want our own grocery store, 10, 20, 100 of us going to have to get together, put $100 or $1,000 a piece, and open our own grocery stores. Our churches are not going to do it for us. None of our religious organizations are going to do it for us. NAACP, none of these organizations are going to do any of these things for us. We have to do all this stuff for ourselves by ourselves. It's not anybody in government, in black so-called leadership that's going to help us. We have to do all this by ourselves. We have to do all of this by ourselves. All right. Um. Okay. Anybody want to come on the live with me on Facebook or YouTube? Let me know. And any questions, let me know. But it's something we need to talk about today, family. We need to have church today. This church right here. Your pastors, your religious or your Organizations, they're not gonna tell you about this. They're not gonna talk to you about um owning your own land, owning your own business, your own grocery stores, growing your own food. They're just telling you Jesus, Buddha, Allah gonna save you. That's all they're gonna tell you. That's all they're gonna tell you. Well, anyhow, I'm get off this live. Ain't nobody really saying nothing else right now. Y'all hit me up. 754-229-0940. 754 229-0940. Y'all hit me up and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Please like, share, and subscribe.